So, good morning to all of you from all of us here at Julian Campbell Foundation. And the purpose of this video is just to say a massive congratulations to all the young people in the world who have taken their exams several weeks ago, and now they've got their results. And now it's kind of like, what next? And so the purpose of this video is that we're looking at 3 things that we can do as adults or carers. What kind of things can we do to help and support that young person in our lives go to the next step in their lives? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just share the JCF mood map here. So like when we are looking at young people and their mood, let's imagine now they've got the exam results in, and we know that mood is a mixture of 2 things, like how much or how little energy they've got and how are they feeling. Are they feeling really, really rubbish, or are they feeling really, really positive? Identifying where they are in the mood map will really depict, so what happens next. So are they really happy with their results? If they're really happy with their results, that means that they'll be on the yellow side or the green side of the map. It's a time for celebration. It's a time to look at what really worked in their performance and really celebrate the next chapter of their lives. Now, on the other hand, if they didn't get the grades that they wanted, or the grades weren't as good as they would have expected, and I don't know why my live has got these funny things around my head. If it wasn't what they expected, let's talk and see what we can do as adults to support our young children. So we have, let's imagine that the young person, they've read their results, they're in the red side of the map. So that means that they're low energy, like the high energy, low mood, so they're feeling pretty rubbish. Where are they? Are they stressed? Are they, they stressed out? Looking at the mood map, are they overwhelmed? Are they angry? Are they nervous, frustrated? Are they hurt? Are they ashamed? All of these high energy emotions. What not to say is like, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be all right. What to do is to really listen for what it is, because quite often a young person will say, I have failed. And it's not that they have failed at all. It's just that there's been something missing from their performance, something missing from their work, something missing that if they put in place, that it would really, really make a difference in the future. So this is where we stay in the conversation with them and let them feel that emotion, let them feel that stress, let them feel that overwhelm, and be with them and just really recreate what it is they're saying needs time. So, I feel ashamed. I really get that you're feeling ashamed right now, or I feel angry, and really get where they are and just be with them hand to hand. The reason why this is good is that you're modeling for the future. So there's times in the future where we won't get the result that we want, or they won't get the result that they want. However, they will go through the same steps that you're showing them in this moment. So it's really important to strengthen that pathway from childhood to adulthood. So be with them and let them be with the feelings that they have, and let them own the feelings that they have, and listen to them and really get where they are. And then it's important, however, to distinguish. And let me just add to the, so we've got the mood map here. It's important to distinguish their performance to them. So they haven't failed. There's something they haven't done. So really listening intently what it is they haven't done, without telling them, oh, you didn't do enough work, you didn't do enough revision, you didn't go to the exam classes. It's really important in this moment that your young person starts owning what it is that they did do enough of, and owning what it is that they didn't do enough of, because whatever they didn't do enough of, going forward, they can take this into the next chapter of their lives. So once you're listening, because the thing is as well, by the time that they are analyzing their performance, not their failure, they are down here in the blue zone. So that is low energy, low mood. And this is where we have an abundance of cortisol. And the advantage of being here is that Hi, Phil. The advantage of being here is that when you've got high amounts of cortisol, it's really good for you to start analyzing, looking at your performance, looking at what you've done, looking at what you haven't done. And that's a good thing about being low mood. So once that young person in your life starts talking about what it is that was missing from their performance, perhaps they weren't doing enough work, perhaps they weren't rigorous with their revision, and all this, that, and the other, then as they're talking and as you're listening and as you're getting where they are, they will start moving from that side of the map, like the darker side, to the brighter side, when they can start seeing and distinguishing with you speaking with them that it wasn't them that failed, or it wasn't them that got the low mark. It was something they didn't do in their performance, in their revision schedule. And why is it so important? It's important to own that now, because going forward, we want them to take all of the lessons and take everything that they've learned going forward to the next chapter in their lives. So this is really important for them to consolidate, for them to own what it is that they did, and really rejoice and be happy about what they did do right, and look at the things that were missing in their performance, that if it was there, it would really make a difference. Because at this moment, like, lots of our team are mentoring, they're mentoring young children, and and some of them are saying, well, when I start back in September, everything's going to be fine. And what our mentors are doing with the young people is looking at them and really analysing what didn't work, what did work, and what they can do going forward in the next chapter. Because, like, our young people will have all of these ideas, yeah, I'm gonna do better, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna stay in class, I'm gonna work hard. But without a plan, without really seeing what it was in their performance that didn't work, that they can put in place, it starts falling apart and disintegrating. So by the end of September, things have got back to how they were before. So it's really important for us as adults, for that young person in your life, to be with them, let them feel those emotions, let them feel that mood, because it's theirs. Let them own it. So it might be a bit of shock, or it might be a bit of overwhelm, might be a bit of stress. But as you listen to them and you really get that mood, that emotion that they're feeling, they can then start looking at what it was that worked and what it is that didn't work inside the support that you're giving them. And then they can really do something. Hi, is that Icky? So today we've talked about what we can do as adults. Our GCSE results have come in. Our young people have worked really, really hard, regardless of the result that they've got, really acknowledging them for the hard work that they've done, because I still remember that as one of the most difficult times in my life, and I've studied a lot since then. And my GCSEs, or there were GCEs in those days, like, still stick out in my mind, because I didn't really, I planned for some things and I didn't plan for other things. So really important to look at this, to really praise them and say you've done really well, and look at what it is that's had them be successful. Like, what plan did they put in place that worked? What was missing that they can put in place going forward, and that they own that. And so once you've done that and they're down in the blue section and they look at what was missing that they can put in place, they can start moving then to the green section, or even to the yellow section, as they start putting plans in place. Now, here we are coming up to September. It's all exciting. Young people are going out, they're buying equipment, for their new college, for their new school, or maybe for their sixth form, or for their next year. And it's really good, no matter where we are, or no matter what year group the child is in, your young person is in any year group, actually. And this year group is very, very special, because this year group is a group that was impacted by COVID, that didn't really get the year 7 opportunity. Their year 7, when they started, was disrupted because of COVID, and they didn't get the start that they really needed. So today we've been looking at what can we can do with our young person. You know, if they've got great results, you can be with that, and if they haven't got the results that they needed, then really being with that as well. Like, you know, really letting them own the feelings that they have. If they're sad, let them be sad and appreciate their sadness. Say, look, I really get that you're sad. I really get that you're stressed, you know, because often as adults we can say no, no, because we want to protect that young person in our lives. And actually, we're not protecting them by not recognizing how they're feeling. And if we don't recognize where they are, which will probably be low energy, high mood, then there's no opportunity for us to, with them, start evaluating what worked and what didn't work and what they can do going forward in the future. So thank you for watching this video. We're wishing you a fantastic weekend. I know we're coming up to our bank holiday weekend as we start preparing as well, like, you know, got the last celebration before we start back to school. So again, congratulations to that young person in your life for studying so hard and doing so well, regardless of the results that they've got. And really, this is an excellent opportunity to show them how to develop their resilience, to show them how to manage themselves in the face of not receiving something that they wanted, and how to go forward from there. So thank you to all of you from all of us here at Julian Campbell Foundation, and wishing you a great weekend.